everyone, this is Sana from Drama Log, and I'm here with Sunny again. She's my drama buddy, like you all guys know. We're here with a video, no, not a video, but an audio one here this time, because you know, guys, that I don't like videos that much, you know. But I guess we're gonna still do it for you if we can, just to make you guys happy. So we're back here. I was gonna say Dr. Mohsen when I first said hi, because I was gonna say hi. This is Dr. Mohsen calling. How are you?
But are you recording from your work right now?
Yeah.
No wonder. So Dr. Mohsen just fills out.
So I'm here, and then we're reviewing Aye-Ishq-e-Junoon today.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got 2 episodes this time. I don't know. Do you know what episode numbers were these? Sunny?
My guess is 13, 14 or 12, 13.
Let me check. I'm gonna Google, okay?
Okay.
It was, the latest ones were 27, 28.
We're already at 27? No way.
Yeah, I think it's gonna end soon, right?
I hope so. I certainly hope so.
I mean, I just wish that they had made this drama more thriller-like.
I know. I mean,
Yeah.
something happened in the last few episodes that they really paced it up and seems like they got it together.
Right.
As opposed to the first 13, 14 episodes.
I do feel that they should not have told us that Rahim is not the murderer. They should have just kept that a secret from us.
Yes.
And just given us flashbacks into the story, like bit by bit.
Okay.
Like till the end, you know, like until she realizes now, like when the whole thing was that happened in today's episode.
Right. Okay.
And that's how I feel. So yeah, like in these 2 episodes, nothing, I mean, I guess something major did happen because the chota bacha jo hai, chota baby bear came home from Canada or US, wherever he was.
Okay, I have a question for you. Why do you think he really came back? Do you think he came back to get back the powers now that Rahim is out of...
No. I think he's just sick of it. Of like just playing this cat and mouse game.
I felt like it was a strategic move by him to get the power off Rahim's hand. He saw an opportunity. I don't think it was out of love for Rahim, was it?
No. I think it's just like he's just scared of this. He's just like done with this. You know, like you just like get irritated, like main kab tak chupa rahunga, you know? Just like just do with it, you know? Jo hona hai ho jaye ab.
I see. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, he's just like, you know what, like let's just get done with this crap.
Yeah, it's just that right after he came back, he seemed like he's matured a lot, and then he right off the bat he got into action mode and become busy with business. Then the way he entered Rahim's office and kind of like took over, right? I was like, was this a part of his strategy?
I don't think he has the capability to think that through.
You think so?
I don't think he does.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Quite possible. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm still trying to figure out Mamuji. I feel like he knows that his sister was responsible for the assassination attempt. But
who is the responsible? Mamu? You know, Mamu is like the most intriguing character.
Yeah, he's the most confusing character, right? Which side are you on? Like,
yeah.
I suppose he said that, like, I'm in dilemma, and then he kind of likes Rahim a lot, but he also wants to protect his sister. So I feel like I don't know if that's what Mamu really is, or Mamu has more ulterior motive,
I mean, like in today's episode, he says to his sister, okay, oh, where's Shehroze? And then they realize that both Ayman and Shehroze are at home, and then he runs and he just like tells his ishara to his sister that like, oh, Shehroze is not picking up, so I'm gonna go. And then he drives to their house, and then he goes in, and then he says, okay, to Shehroze, okay, what were you doing? Why were you threatening her and this and that? And then if you ever do anything to Shehroze, I will not forgive you. मैं तुम्हारा सब बता दूंगा हर एक को. I'm going to tell your dad about what you did.
About Rahim.
If you
Okay.
do anything about like if you do anything to Amen.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, and because and then he's like Shehroze is like, well, is like she's just like a normal girl. Like, why are you so upset about this? And then he's like, well, she's not a normal girl. She is Rahim's wife and the daughter-in-law of this house.
Hmm.
So it's like so odd.
Yeah. It's
I
not
mean, like
understanding.
okay, like I mean, if you're gonna have him go to jail, then just have him go.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, why? I mean, his characters because I don't remember in the episode that where he's telling Rahim that your dad really needs you right now. Remember, like when they were
Uh-huh.
in their honeymoon.
Yeah, and I thought that he was involved in the shooting of
Me,
Amen.
me too, because you see him like in this like contemplative mood and cleaning something, right, with a brush.
Yes.
I'm like,
Yeah.
why am I investing so much time in this guy's characterization if he has no role to play here, right? So I'm like. So I don't understand his character. It's the most confusing character in this whole story. Um, yeah, and Mahin is back, and she gets to know everything. So
Yeah, and she's feeling sorry for herself now.
yeah, but like, how gullible are you, right? Like, I mean, somebody says this and you believe them, and then somebody says you overhear something and you believe them as well. Like,
Yeah, like how can she be sure?
how can you say, I mean, for all you know, Eamon might have plotted this whole thing to get married into the family, and now that he's married to Rahim, he's just protecting Rahim, right? So,
Right.
for all you know, so I mean, he's such a gullible and stupid character. I don't know why we get to see more and more of her. Um,
I don't even know what's the point of her being there now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if well the in the like I don't in the teaser. I haven't seen the second episode by the way. So, but I got the story. I heard the story from Sana. But in the teaser, they show right that Shehroze comes with a plan and to Rahim's you know ex father-in-law or
Uh-huh,
would-be
uh-huh.
father-in-law, and then he proposes this plan and says that Rahim was at fault. Then why are you taking it out
Oh,
on me?
and then Mahin's dad says, "Okay, like you're wrong. We were all wrong about Rahim."
Right. So is it is that there an angle there that he will figure it out that Shehroze has something to do with this? Because
Yes, yes,
why
yeah, he will for
why
sure.
Shehroze and Afia constantly blaming Rahim while as family they should be the one protecting and trusting him.
But then, and then what happened to that poor guy?
Yeah, I mean,
Cute up fiance,
I think he's gonna come and he's gonna
take revenge.
take revenge. I think he's gonna team up with these two people,
या अल्लाह तो
Afia
और भी कुछ बहुत लंबा चलेगा.
Afian Shehroze. But उसका भी क्या role है, right? उसका भी you got your money, get out of this country,
You got
man.
your money. Like why would you want to come into their life
Yeah,
back
exactly. And
to to
nobody
get rid of your
forced
money?
you.
I mean, like
Yes,
to lose
nobody
all that
forced.
money.
Right, and nobody forced you. You did it on your own. You did
Yeah.
it on your own, right?
मैं उसकी जगह होती ना, I would come out of jail.
Yeah.
I was just saying, if I was Jamal, I would just take the money after I get out of jail,
Mm.
and then pack my suitcase with my mom and go out of the country.
Exactly. Exactly. Why am
Never
I
look
after
back.
Ayman? Why would whatever, I mean, if I'd commit another crime, go back to jail, now I'm not going to make any money out of it anyways, right?
Exactly. So what's the point?
What's the
And my
point?
money would would be gone as well. Like I might lose all that money too. So
Right, right. And it was not like she was in love with Ayman, right? So why
I
is he
don't
like
know.
feeling so hurt and everything? I it's just Jamal's character is not making sense. I mean, some characters they just put in so that they can keep elongating the story. So it's probably one of them.
Allah, I hate this. Like I said, like this drama could have been a really good thriller had they like not showed us who the culprit was.
Yes,
They could have just showed us from from the point where she's harassed and don't show us the face of that person, and then she wakes up and says Rahim's name, and then they show flashbacks into the story like bit by bit. You
mm.
know how they do it in Netflix thrillers.
Yeah, yeah. You do have a point there, and uh, the
So
thing
that
is,
way we would have been guessing too.
yeah, and you know what my grudge is like the number one thing that was working for this show was Rahim himself, right?
And now he's gone. He's like in the
उसको ही
bed.
तुमने लेटा दिया सुला दिया अब मैं क्या he was the biggest USP of your show उसको क्यों सुला दिया यार
I mean, okay, and then okay, does it make sense to you that like she's trying to wake him up and he's not waking up? He's unconscious.
Yeah, it's comatose, right?
Oh, I mean, okay, if he's comatose, okay,
Mm.
why is he? I mean, how is he comatose? First of all,
I don't know. Maybe the surgery was so bad that they had to keep him under coma. Induced coma or
if
something.
they
I
had
don't
to put him
know.
on under coma, they would have like if they had him sedated, they would have him on propofol drip, right? Or like
So yeah.
or some drip to
Yes.
like keep him sedated. So
Right.
why would Eamon say, "Oh, wake up, wake up"? Because I mean, he is sedated, man.
Why is she doing it? Because she's scared now?
Yes, she's scared.
Okay.
But then like everyone's like, he's not waking up. But then I mean, if he's sedated, then he's sedated on purpose by the doctors. And the other thing is like if when someone's sedated, you don't put them on a non-rebreather. You have them intubated.
Yes, that is true. I mean, I have seen coma patients. They're always on an intubator, right? So
I mean, because of GCS score, I don't know if you know like Glasgow Coma Scale.
no, I don't know
Our
that.
listeners can Google it too. It's called Glasgow, GLASGOW, Glasgow Coma Scale. And if your scale is less than 8, you have to be intubated. Otherwise, you'll aspirate and you'll get pneumonias and like ventilator or like healthcare associated pneumonia, and you can get into respiratory failure and die.
Right. So again, the medical, scenes in Pakistani drama makes no sense, right?
I don't know what's going on with that. Like,
Yeah. So people get into.
that's why I wonder. So this is the reason I wonder if they show the investigations like they should be showing.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, like you see the inspector. He comes and he goes into Rahim's room when there's nobody there, and he walks out and says, "It makes no sense." I mean, whom did you ask questions here?
But then remember that guy, क्या नाम उसका Faraz, हमारा Faraz. He was saying, "Oh, ऐसी होता है," and then, but then like I see all these medical errors that they make, in showing medical cases. So it just keeps me wondering if they show the legal cases like that.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, some of it they call it's not, it's theatrical liberty or whatever that thing, creative liberty, and they don't go.
This is not creative liberty.
So, like, what is Rahim's current status? Why is he not waking up right after the surgery?
I mean, if they had showed him like not waking up, then they should have shown him intubated.
Yeah.
And the doctor actually discussing it.
Yes.
Like his prognosis,
Yes.
what's
Oh, yeah.
where was he shot? Like I thought he was shot like on his chest or somewhere.
Yeah, it was in his tummy. I felt like because he
Like I don't
folded
think
over.
he hit his head.
No, not the head. I mean, head is nicely done, right? The hair is on and everything is nicely done.
So it looked like his belly. So he
I
got
thought it was his stomach,
they did like a debridement of his belly, of his abdomen. So they probably like, if it went into the intestines, they probably did like an ostomy. Just like
Okay, so I don't know. Have you seen the teaser? Is he getting up? Have you seen the teaser? Is he getting up?
No, he's not.
Oh God! See, this is now I don't even want to see it. I was loving Rahim and Shehryar. Right?
Part of this drama that we were loving, and
I
now it's like,
know. And usko ही सुला दिया तुमने. Like, I mean, he did all these romantic gestures and then usko सुला दिया. Like, what is this? So strange.
I mean, like if they had showed him like, like people with these like gunshot wounds in the stomach with like internal organ damage or blood vessels or whatever, like they can go into this, and be into this comatose state, not comatose, but like respiratory distress, respiratory failure, and we do sedate them on purpose because they're so septic.
Yeah.
So you need to like put their body, like shut down their brains and stuff for them to heal, I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but.
Well, yeah, I mean, the body has to heal and
And then
won't.
yeah, and then when if
won't.
your brain functioning, like your body, it will be in too much pain, and you
Mhm.
won't be able to like to bear the pain, and you won't be able to heal. So for that purpose, we keep the patient sedated, intubated, so that their body can heal.
Yeah. Okay. That
So
that
yeah, so I
explains
mean
why
like
Rahim
yeah.
is probably explains why Rahim is the way he is.
And so
And
my beef is always with like medical problems. Like please, please, please research.
yeah, I mean, they don't even research the story. Forget medical problems.
I mean, I'm so like this drama could have been a really good drama if
Yes,
they had
this drama
the
is
writing would
centered.
have been like different.
Yeah, this drama is now centering around so many clinical problems, right? So get your
True.
clinical act together. You have a
I know. You've got
brain
this like
trauma
brain injury,
patient.
okay? You've
Yeah,
got brain injury, traumatic brain injury. You've
yeah,
got a gunshot wound. You've
yes,
got a psychotic personality
yes.
disorder.
And you have a potential leukemia, and you have a heart,
A
and
leukemia patient
and a
who's getting like blood
semi-paralyzed heart
transfusions for the
patient.
last few years.
Yeah.
I mean, what kind of like, I mean, doctors in Pakistan, like hematologists or like oncologists, they just let the patient be, a child be, like, they don't have money, just give you transfusions as needed and don't do anything about it.
I mean, what was
I
the
mean,
reason
is
to
that how
show
it
all
is?
of this? I don't know. मतलब इतना helpless situation दिखाने की क्या जरूरत थी? Like, I don't know. So they really had to, like, उसको dad भी heart patient with like a semi-paralyzed sort of situation है.
He's like a stroke patient who's like a paraplegic.
Paraplegic, yes.
Apparently.
So, like,
I guess, or like hemiplegic or something from stroke.
yeah, I mean, he's got mobility
I
issues,
mean,
right?
there's a lot of like medical problems in this
So
drama.
every other person has a medical symptom.
I mean, even Afia, she has like this narcissistic
Oh
personality.
yeah, yeah.
And
She's
her son
crazy.
gets it from her.
She's borderline crazy, I would think. Like this.
Yeah, she's narcissistic, and then it's just personality disorder. And then like, so do you think that Rahim's dad, Ali Nawaz, like his preference of Rahim exacerbated this rivalry and caused whatever emotional trauma Shehroze went through and is going through?
Yes, of course. I mean, he's looking for like endorsement or validation from his dad constantly, right?
Hmm.
And not that his upbringing has been quite good, so obviously he's not like the right frame of mind. And again, in Rahim's dad's defense, it was shown that Rahim's like Shehroze's mom did not care about Rahim as much, so he had to step up and kind of to take him under his wings and give him and he turned out to be the stellar guy that he is. So definitely there was a comparison. Kahin to hoga, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think comparison can make a difference, like in how you act in your life later on. But I don't think it can make you a murderer or
No, no, no.
a
That's
rapist.
that's just that's just the
That
upbringing.
is
I
your
mean,
personality,
yeah,
right? I mean, people undergo so much stuff like in their lives.
yeah.
They don't become murderers,
Right.
you
I
know.
mean, it's a part of your upbringing where your deeds are constantly being shielded, and you're not
Plus,
being
I mean, plus,
reprimanded.
like I think it's genetic too. You're
Mhm.
genetically more predisposed to getting this personality disorder or whatever, like this murderer type personality.
Yeah, there was some.
Kind
He
of
had
like
this bullying tendency, right? Like imagine when he threw
mm,
Eamon into the water for no good reason, right?
right,
He was a
yes.
bully to begin with, like
Yeah,
so.
and bullying is like it's a sort of a personality disorder too.
Yes,
You
and it
don't
was. I guess he had that trait, and it just became worse because of the way he was raised by his mom.
mhm.
And maybe he also, I mean, because he was like that, his dad did not warm up to him, or he was probably the one who kept on reprimanding him. uh so he didn't take it as well. So he's searching for his dad's validation, so he's jealous of Rahim in a way or the some in one way or the other. And his
I mean, I,
own.
I mean, Afia is jealous of Rahim.
Yes, Afi is jealous that his Rahim gets a lot more love from the dad as opposed to Shehroze does.
Yeah, but then shouldn't Shehroze be jealous too because Shehroze gets more love from the mom, right? I mean, he can.
Well, Rahim is partially jealous. Like you saw him like looking at them, right, at the dinner table when Afia is like, pampering him.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
didn't say like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill this person," and then like,
Right, right, right.
you know
So
what I
that
mean?
that
Like,
is the human being that he is, right? And Shehroz
right.
is a messed up human being for some reason. And
Mhm.
all these other factors added up to it. Like we see, rich brats behaving badly, right? And it comes from that thing that you were never really reprimanded as a kid,
Mhm.
right? So it's a typical rich brat syndrome.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Huh.
So
So
that's
what
probably
else? Yeah, like Ushna was actually good in these couple episodes. I think. I think her chemistry is really good with Rahim,
yes,
with
yes.
Shehryar Munawar, and like she's so much better than what she was in Ghair.
Oh yes, Gair, she was like an iron iron lady, like no expression, no chemistry. But yes, I mean, with Shehryar, she actually looks so cute. Like the whole scene where Shehryar is like, let's just be strangers and let's meet as strangers again. And so that scene was really cute, and she did very well. But she has this, typical expression on her face that she needs to change it around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
She cries the same way. She looks the same. I mean, she has this like Mazloom expression on her face, plastered constantly. She needs to show more expressions,
Yeah.
right? So,
And
um,
then who else? What else?
but I think
Direction. I think
Shuja is doing a fantastic job.
Shuja Asad. Yeah. Oh yeah.
A fantastic job. The I mean, here is an example of how how he reflects different emotions, right? um, Even in the scene where he comes to the hospital all dressed up for office and he tells his dad, and then his dad like hugs him, that whole expression on his face, so like I finally getting the validation, and then he turns
Yeah.
around and he walks, and then again he's the steel faced that I'm gonna take over now kind of expression.
Yeah.
So subtle but such good expressions on his face.
And yes, and then he was actually like genuinely concerned for his brother at one point.
You think so? I thought it was all an act. He's just putting
No, 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 no,
he's
no.
just
I
putting
don't
up an
think
act.
so. No, no,
Like
no.
when his mom is saying like, कि तुम like वापस क्यों आ गए? He was so chilled. He's like, come on,
No,
let's sit
he
down, sit
like
down, sit
remember
down.
initially like when the mom called him
Yes, and he
to
had
Canada,
this
like
like,
he has a
oh,
shocked look on his face.
yeah, and he had this like, hand on his face that, oh my God, what just happened?
Right. I mean, I don't think like he's not indifferent towards his
No.
brother. He does care about him, not as much, but he is jealous of him too. But he
Yeah,
does like
it's
he would not
complicated
kill
range of
him.
emotions there, right?
Right. Remember, like he was just like singing with his brother in the initial episodes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he was like teasing his brother, and yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, complicated. Like how much of
Yeah.
it
So
is
yeah. So I mean, he like his character is really good.
very good, and he's doing a fantastic job, I must say.
Uh-huh. Yes, 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 yes. He's really good. What else? I think that's what else do I want to say? Anything else you want to add? You know, I find like this Amon's sister's husband so hilarious.
And yeah, but he's smart though. He's the one who also said that, okay, like, if he's the one who jumped in the line of fire, then he's not definitely not the one who attacked Eamon or
He is,
tried
and
to.
he's hilarious.
Yeah, like nobody gets me a chair, nobody gets me tea.
I know, and they just look at him like their mom just looks at
Hey,
him like.
hey, we totally forgot to address like what happened today, right? I mean, I haven't seen it, but based on what you told me, like Shehroze actually tried to attack her again.
Yeah, so I mean, so basically, like she is at home because Ayman's well, like her dad, Rahim's dad says, "Okay, beta, go home, and you should rest and things like that." And so she goes home, and then he comes home too. Shehroze comes home too, and then finds her, and then they'll look at each other, and then he drags her down the stairs, and everything comes back to her. because that's exactly the same way that he had dragged her initially, like when that happened. So that was a really good scene. Like just the way they had picturized everything, it was very good. And that's why I say, like, maybe they should have shown this now without revealing to us who the
Right.
culprit was in
Yes.
real.
Your
So
point.
when this revelation would have come today, it would have been really good. So he like drags her down, and then everything comes back to when he's like, and then she's like, well, it was you.
Hmm.
So and
Oh,
then
because she tells
uh,
him that she has remembered everything now.
yeah. She tells
Oh.
him like it was you, and then he's like, कि तुम इतनी stubborn हो के तुम्हें मैंने मारने की कोशिश की 2 or 3 times, but you're still alive.
Hmm.
And then he's like, third time koshish ki in when you were guys there in Islamabad, but still you're alive.
Oh,
ये मेरे भाई को लग गया. And then she's shocked, and then he says ke you won't say a word, because if you do, I'm gonna kill Rahim.
oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So because I guess he figures out that she really likes him. And then she gets really scared and says ke I don't remember anything. I don't know who you are. I don't know who Shehroze is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, she was good in that scene, and then he was too. He was really good. Shuja Asad,
Hmm.
and then at that
But
time,
do you think it
Mamu
was
comes
a
in.
prudent act, like Shuja on Shehroze's part, to attack her again?
Um, because I think she would have remembered anyways.
Hmm.
Because like when she saw him, she's like, "Who are you? Who are you?"
Hmm.
I guess like in his mind, she would have remembered anyways, like sooner or later.
Hmm.
He wanted to intimidate her, like frighten her, scare her,
Hmm.
to not say a word.
Gotcha. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And his strategies, I mean, it worked, I guess,
Yeah. I mean,
for
yes.
now.
For now, yes. Um.
I mean,
Oh,
I mean, how long can he hide? Like he can go outside the country forever, right?
right. There was this one scene where I don't know if you remember that the dad, it was in Rahim's room, and dad and Ayman are standing, or in the room, and then the mother comes in, and the dad asks, like, where is Shehroze? And there was literally no like meaningful expression on Ayman's face. Like suddenly this name is being mentioned, and Rahim has mentioned this name. Who is this guy? And Rahim has actually said that Shehroze is the one who did this to you. So there should be some kind of like curiosity or some kind of an expression on her face as other than you know. But I guess you can clinically explain this, like she's in this traumatic.
My point was like, why can't Shehroze show her the picture? Hey, this is, or like, why can't Rahim show a picture? Like, this is Shehroze. Do you remember him?
Right. But then, nowhere I mean, Eamon has never seemed to connect the dots, unless things are very traumatic on her. She never seems
Yeah.
to be intelligent enough to like pick up, insinuations or comments or whatever things that are being told to her and connect the dots. So one time I know you explained it, Leslie, traumatic brain injury patients are like that. So I was like,
Hmm.
okay. The same
But
thing
then
happened.
Rahim is so stupid too. Why can't he just say, "ये देखो ये है Shehroze"?
I know.
Do you remember
Rahim
her?
is stupid at like so many levels, right? Like उसके dad को ही वो convince नहीं कर पा रहा है तो अपनी बीवी को तो छोड़ ही दिया मैंने.
He's like, why can't he just say कि Shehroze ने किया है?
He said that. He told her that, why are you protecting Shehroze? He's the one who did it. And then was that room में when Shehroze's name is mentioned again and the fact that he is here now, उसके एमन के चेहरे पे कोई expression नहीं थी.
Hmm.
Like, it was so bland expression. I would be like, I would expect her to be like, what? He mentioned Shehroze. This Shehroze is here. Who is this Shehroze, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
But I guess like now she remembers that.
now that another assault happens on her, she remembers everything. इसके पहले she doesn't connect the dots.
Yeah.
So, all right,
Uh,
so I guess we can wrap up this review.
all right. So, yeah, we can wrap up. So guys, let us know what you guys think about Ishq-e-Junoon. And if you guys are still watching it or not, I think that it's time for this drama to end, but we'll love to hear from you guys as well. And we'll see you guys later. Allah Hafiz.